belief and mindset you want to give your players, despite being down a point.
Let me be honest though. They have bad early game for Smart Omega.
This is look, that there's like 2 out of 5 the same from game 1, and that's exactly what happened in game 1. They had very little early game. The mid game clapback was there, but they found it hard to close off. So I won't lie to y'all, super fans. I won't lie to y'all, members of Barangay. It's tough to be a fan of Omega right now, but they need your support, especially since TNC are at match point. Welcome to game 2.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Also, rocking the 2 purifies here for them. So maybe they have enough tools, I guess, for Smart Omega this time around to go ahead and deal with some of the pressure that this lineup from TNC is supposed to go ahead and put out. And that might be enough to go ahead and help them maybe have a little bit of a better early game where they can contest some of those turtles early on or win some of those team fights.
Yeah, I mean, they have solutions, like, the engages that TNC could just deal with in the early game. But that's also one of the hard truths that you have to accept. Whenever you're rocking a Purify and there's a Force on the enemy side, you're always going to have a hard time against a Feathered Airstrike. And for TNC, every turtles that they take would be met with Feathered Airstrikes, poking Ukir, Chaknu, Jom, Andoryu, everyone wants to close in. I think the silver lining for the side of Smart Omega is that they have a Hanzo that could just use the ultimate and steal the turtle from TNC.
Or
but that's like a big if.
Or hunt down Lancy. You could also have Chaknu jump on the Lancy when the AOG is on, but you want another hard pill to swallow?
What?
Omega has very bad wave clear. Omega has very bad in-base defense.
Yep.
So if they miss out on the early game and they're trapped inside their base, it's so much worse.
It's a harder fall. Like, it's a bigger risk compared to game number 1.
Oh.
I didn't expect that I was going to say that with Bakshu Rome on the field. Oh, with a flicker from Benny.
Good flicker usage. He's better that he doesn't die there anyway, but they already got the information, so they might just go ahead and Dory might just go and take the buff. The turtle's up though, so they're going to probably trade, I guess, for this, and someone will just go along with that.
Yep, it looks like
that's a better choice.
Yeah, Coil was ready for it. Coil was willing to do that, and let's see, he's looking like he's not going to spend his red. Oh, he did.
So he gets the turtle. Benny doesn't have flicker this time. It's still going to be able to survive.
Wow.
And now Andoryu gets punished. TNC gets everything out of that. I'm surprised Benny Cutie, even without the flicker, survived.
Yeah, I don't know how he was able to get out of the Hanzo's reach, especially under the slow from Jom. But that was a losing trade for Smart Omega.
He should have died.
Should have died. The Granger should have been dead, and Jom would have been very, very happy right now. But at least he's not frowning, basically.
That was literally their only ideal trade. Let's see what that translates to in the items for TNC's 500 gold lead early on. Yeah, no, Big J's staying close to the Bagyo.
Yeah.
Hey.
For 75. Oof. This is the problem with the Force in the middle lane. And now, Smart Omega, they're not even trying to protect their mid laner. Chaknu's roaming around, looking for the Suyo just to make sure that the coil does not rotate. But guess what? Ukir loses the matchup against Lancy.
Yeah,
and because of that, Lancy roams much, much faster versus the Zushin.
All Ukir needs to do is make TNC think that they can stand in front of him. And TNC's not giving them that advantage. TNC keeps moving. Look at that, TNC everywhere.
Yeah, this makes it so that, like, the Zushin acts like a secondary tower in the middle lane. And Lancy is free to do whatever he wants.
Uh-oh.
They might make a play up here. A whole lot being thrown at 3-Mar, already dropping down. Goes pathway with Revitalize. Yawi goes in with the way of the Dragon. Do be able to find Luis. Luis takes a couple shots from the turret. Will be able to get away, though. Doesn't go down, so good response, but no one going down.
That was 4 dudes from Omega throwing everything at the former MPL, MDLID player in 3-Mar, and nothing happened.
Yeah, it's a bad look for the side of Smart Omega. Even though come the mid and late game, they will have damage with the Hanzo and the Harith.
Oi!
Oh,
Yawi? Whoa.
Did Yawi forget he didn't have the way of the dragon, or was he expecting him to?
I think so.
Because he just got it.
He overshot.
Yeah, he was like, okay, I got flicker.
Keep him guessing.
Oops, no kick. I think he tried it. I think he didn't know that he didn't have kick.
Yeah.
That's how much Yawi has played Cho, that sometimes his internal clock messes him up.
It's a reflex.
He doesn't even look at the way of the dragon anymore.
It's muscle memory at this point. Pretty sure he pressed the kick, used flicker, and was surprised. Wait, where's
I
my
have no
kick?
kick. All right, you know what? I would love to have seen the player cam when that happened, but it looks like TNC are landing on their feet as they go. Coil still making some calls. Lancy locked in as they attempt a kick here. Now he does.
Now he's got the kick right in the arms of Coil.
Okay,
Easy pick off. Now in the mid lane, Andorio trying to go in. Coil's waiting patiently for him to go back, so Yawi's going to be gone. Coil waits, goes in with a cleanup. Will Soul Sever gets the double kill. Waited patiently for that one, and it paid off.
What a snipe from Coil.
Oh, Benny?
And bottom lane, they're having a good time with Jom here taking out the tower, but Benny's not allowing Chagno to get away from scotch-free.
It's really hard to bully Benny in the gold lane. I mean, that's just been the case.
You know what? Man's is force and nature. M4 Grand Finals MVP. M4 champion, a veteran of almost 5 years in the MPL. Looking at the items right now, about 1,000 and change. So far,
Look at the damage.
Ukir's making the most of this lane disadvantage. He's still at about 100 gold within Lancy.
Yeah, but they're not able to utilize the Zushin, though. That's a one big factor as to why Omega's not been able to move around the map. Like the Zushin, the strength of the Zushin is that he's able to zone out heroes. But if you're getting zoned out, you're basically just a tower in the mid lane. Might as well put a different hero that clears much faster.
At midnight, it comes along with the liability of being a tower. You can't move.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there. You're just posted up.
I'm here. Sky Piercer now on Benny Cutie, so even Chagno has to think twice about pressuring Frederick Benedict Gonzalez. This is the final turtle spawning upper quadrant. The jump! The
Now he
kick!
goes in again. Jikudo will be able to find two, and Lewis can't even play. Now Andorio going to be able to spot them out. Turtle's going to go and reset for now. Andorio still in that backside. Yawi might be able to find him. But again, Yawi starts a fight, finds a pickoff, and Luis goes down the second time in the game, and that's the next turtle in the hands of TNC.
Oh. Big J dropping that Zaman Force, stopping TNC from pushing on forward. Andoryu with a Pinnacle Ninja clearing those bushes. Gentlemen, it seems like Omega, they want to fight, and they have a plan in mind. It's just, it takes too long to get off the ground.
Yeah, no damage. They have to go through the revitalize from 3 more TZ, and the setups could not go out because, like, again, positioning from Mokina has always been weird. They have a re-engage with Chapno, but that's it. It's a re-engage tool. So TNC, they have all the space in the world to execute their engages, especially with Yawi.
Yep.
And I'm surprised Yawi, with that 3-man knockup, he decided to kick Lewis, and they just didn't want the Edith to play Edith today.
Uh-oh.
He could be in trouble here. He's going to be able to zone in. They already take out Yawi. The jump in from Chaknu on the backside. Benny Cutie going to be focused on him. Revitalize already popped 2, and 3-mar goes down. So now Smart Omega able to get a couple kills. But Yawi and 3-mar are the trade for Chaknu.
All right, so there's one way Omega can actually compromise TNC's approach. They catch him off guard from an off angle.
Yeah, it was not a team fight that TNC wanted to take, and they were forced to sort of answer against the aggression coming out from Smart Omega. Yawi was caught off in a very, very weird angle, and then Chakno re-engaged with the Avatar of the Guardian, making sure that the front line is not able to fight with all their reinforcements available.
All right, and that translates to a little bit of a presence from Smart Omega. Bottom lane is get taken care of by Benny, and in mid, Andori and Ukir might actually force out a response. They do. All this while, it was for Big J up top. 4 men present from Omega, forcing out a feathered airstrike.
Already going for a kick, and now it's Chaknu to go down. Yawi could be in trouble too. Andorio on the hunt. Going to be going in. Will be able to find Benny. Soul Snatch won't find anyone. Now the re-engage. They're still going to be going. 3-mar gets the call. Coil's there to help him out. And Benny Cutie firing off from the back. Ukir's going to be the next target as he comes in. And Benny gets a double. So TNC fights back.
Dude, Coil has been great in this series. Oh, Yawi.
Yawi should.
Oh, the stun!
Oh, and he keeps him, and now they collapse down under the turret. Good stun there. Coming out from Lancy.
Midnight, your thought about Coil?
Yeah, Coil has been amazing in the series. He's always standing in the back line. He's letting Andoryu do the hands-off thing, but he's always charging out the blade surge in the front lines.
Andorio on Lancy. Soul Snatch has the damage. We'll be able to find Lancy. But again, an objective, a major one now in the hands of TNC as Lord is secured.
TNC willing to sacrifice their mid laner, even committed a flicker to take
Yabi?
Honorio away
Yabi gonna be in
from the
trouble.
Lord.
Gets tossed up, gets out. Oh, danger even amongst all of that. So again, Lewis burns the flicker and they can't capitalize a kill.
That was 4 dashes away for Yaoi. He spent his whole kit.
Ukir as well did not use the first skill. So was not able to lift up the Cho. Even though the Shunpo was there for the dodge, pretty sure could have still have lifted the Cho up. Maybe even killed the Yaoi off. But TNC now, Retribution Recoil is looking for a target. Dude, look at this player.
He's very confident, I'd say. You know,
Very aggressive. Reminds me of Demon Kite.
it's a second
Demon Coil.
match.
Demon Coil.
Oh no,
It's Demon
it's
Hours.
demon hours right now.
They're approaching 5K.
The
And they're gonna
unknown
start
raider.
popping these holy shields. The Lord will survive this engagement. Will maybe even get a chunk out of that tier 3 up top. Oh man, TNC are shrinking Omega's map. Dude, it happened. Omega have to defend inside their base.
Oh my goodness. Dude, Coil, you have Demon Kite, the last raider. This is the Lost Raider.
The Lost Raider.
Lost Raider.
The new K.
He's very aggressive. And his positioning, again, exudes confidence. He knows that there's nothing on the side of Omega that kills him. The only damage that he has to worry about is Jome and Andorio. And Andorio is busy dealing with his backliners, like the Farsa, the Chos. But he has the Hylos with him. Like, Coil can rely on the Glorious Pathway, the Revitalize, well, nice retribution from Andorio. He does have the Revitalize as well from 3 Martizi. And everything that he does makes sense. He charges up Blade Surge, and once he sees the dash from Job to dash away, he goes in. If he doesn't see the Harriet, he just fakes the dash from the Blade Surge.
And this is just the jungler. We haven't even talked about Benny Cutie. Again, a couple of moments you could have sworn he was going to die. Here he is, still bulletproof. Look at the stacks on his Sky Piercer, stacks on his passive. Currently, they're taking control of the River Brush. And look at this Chaknu trying to go for some recon. Ukir as well. The range that they're playing with, I'm not so confident in Omega. They might be looking for a fight they're not ready for.
Yeah, that's the troubling part of it is, you know,
Yeah.
even for Andorio, he
Oh.
could, if he could find, for example, if he could find Benny Cutie or even Lancey, that's a major part of damage taken out from TNC. But they're gonna have to do work to be able to actually find that, and that's kind of what they're looking for right now. You've got the battle spells ready for Omega, so it might be up to Lewis
Oh,
again. Andorio on the hunt, won't be able to find Lancey able to get away with that Wings by Wings.
They can look, they can look. They know Hansa does not have the ultimate.
At this point in the game, I'd reckon it takes like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, I thought TNC was going to charge up, but they decided to go for the slow push.
Oh,
starting
bottom
the Lord,
side.
though.
Whoa, 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 is this a blitz?
He's blitzing the Lord here, but I don't know how fast they can get there. 3 more already joining the fight with the Glorious Pathway. Gonna be crunching down. Lancey looking for it. Luis gets the Lord, though, and Andorio in trouble. Soul Snatch on him, but now he gets away. He goes down. Double for Benny Cutie already. They lost the Lord, but they're gonna go ahead and clean out these waves and possibly just push into the base right now. They still have 20+ seconds on Andorio and Chaknu to come up.
Oh, Lord spawning top side.
Lord's gonna go top
not,
side.
They might not be able to defend this.
Oh no, what a gambit!
TNC looking to take this base turret. They have a couple minions that are going to be cleared out. So Omega will stay together for now. 10 seconds away for the full force to be up. Feathered Airstrike dropped down. They're going to clear out the Lord. Oh, Lancey.
Wait, what?
Lancey's already going to flicker out. Defensively, Ukir takes a lot of shots from Benny. But now they've got this Lord to work through.
All right, TNC making the call. We'll take care of the Lord first, and then the rest follow. Coil pushing down bottom. I wonder what Omega's thinking, because you look at the map, you want to be aggressive, you have a Lord, but just the same, it's recovery mode. Your main artery in mid has been penetrated. You can't just be going around the map like this.
To be fair, at least TNC did not get the Lord. And that was a good punish from Omega. Seeing Suyu was busy doing the slow push first. So Andorius went straight ahead, ran straight to the Lord, and then decided to just burst the Lord, take the Lord away from TNC. At least you get to the later game.
It didn't cost them much too. I mean, 2 bodies, sure, but they're not dead yet.
Yeah.
There is a fat wave down bottom that they have to take care of, but, you know, you win some, you lose some, and they didn't have to lose the turret. So Smart Omega still breathing. At this point, you got to wonder, what is Omega timers? Are we looking at a late game power spike here? Can they make a comeback through that?
I'd say there's a chance, especially with the Harith and the Hanzo. Like, these two heroes are incredibly powerful in the late game. Their damage is something that you shouldn't underestimate. Like for TNC, Lancy, Benecutie, these two targets are primarily the targets of Andorio here. But even then, you have to be worried about just the Suyu standing in the front lines, because Ukir, Chakno, and Luis has not been able to handle Coil for the past, like, what, 6 to 8 minutes.
And Coil is a threat regardless of whether he's fighting dudes or minions. He can literally just leave a chubby wave and then be a part of the fight 5 seconds later. So that's what he's been doing down bottom. Look at that. A lot of work that Jome and Andorio have to get to. And sure, these are extra gold XPs, but TNC understand that Omega's going to get him anyways.
Yeah, this is also just a very kind of good look that we see from TNC, where they're really just playing the disciplined game. They did this in game 1 too, even when they had a lead, and now they have a relatively bigger lead than what we saw in the previous one.
Oh.
Yawi's going to use that conceal. Not sure if he's going to be able to catch Ukir. He doesn't. So Glorious Pathway going to be dropped down too. Interesting. Coil will take a shot on the back now. Joy going to force the fight a little bit longer. And Dorio as well. Soul Snatch right for 3 more. He pops the Revitalize. He's able to find a multiple Jiku no as Lewis goes down. And once again, Yawi able to pull something from the tricks and the hats here. And Chaknu goes down as well. 2 down with Lord up. That's TNC's green light for the Lord.
Oh man, that 3-man knockoff from Yawi. The fake as well. He knew Ukir. He had Purify. Decided to go outside of that skirmish. 3-Mar went in with a Glorious Pathway. And then they spent the Zaman Force on Job. After the Zaman Force has been exhausted, TNC goes back in, and Yawi finds an amazing 3-man flicker play with a Blade Surge as well from Coil, perfectly synchronized from TNC.
You know what? I wouldn't even blink my eyes and feel bad if Coil missed that Blade Surge stun. Like, there was enough going on for TNC's engagement that regardless of what happened, Omega was going to suffer. And right now, Lord inside their base, big chubby wave, Feathered Airstrike.
Feathered Airstrike with a Glorious Pathway alongside the Lord. They might be able to still defend this, though. Andorio's going to jump in onto the backside. He's going to be able to find Benny, but Benny's still alive, burning the flicker. And now Yawi could be in trouble. Holding up the front side, has an immortality, finally going to be popped. The rest of the team's going to follow on through. Ukir's going to fall, and Benny will shoot off from the backside. Already getting a double. Pops immortality from Chaknu, gets the triple, and now they march into the base. And Doru will try to do his best to keep them at bay as Yawi falls. But the base is worked on, and TNC comes through with a sweep.
Midnight, say the line.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sweep for TNC. Amazing performance from the Phoenix Army.